Today's Anime Defenders video, I'm doing a whole tier list for the new update, explain why each unit is in its tier, explain all the new units, and if you're new to the game and you got no clue what you're doing and you want a tier list to guide you throughout the game, I'll be letting you know what units need to be getting, what's the must-have units, what you should do if you're new to the game, which units to get, and things like that. So stay tuned throughout the whole video to understand why units are where they are and where the new units are, and maybe if you're a new player, which one to get and why you should get them. But yeah, enough to yip, subscribe to the channel for the Rexon look, and also I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers in this year. The Rexon look has already been revealed this update for me and other people. As you can see, I've been improving drastically since the update has dropped, and you guys have been helping me out a lot. So when I make my grinding video, I'll be shouting you guys out. It's been giving me a lot of free stuff, and you know what? I love you guys. Join my Discord server down below to be in a bunch of giveaways. I'm doing a giveaway right now and to be in my videos. But yeah, let's get straight into the tier list. Okay, so first we have Dookie tier and LB tier. Now I don't go over these units too much. If you get them, that's LB unit, obviously if not many people are going to get them. If you get them, you probably already know whether they're good or not because you've gotten to LB or you're good enough to trade for it. So yeah, I mean, Rimmer is pretty good, but then leaderboard units, they're not really meant to be some insane super broken units. They're really mostly supposed to just be like a collectible unit that has value, especially when you can first get them. Now every unit in Dookie tier, do not summon for them. If you get them on accident or for free, it's cool, but don't summon for them, don't evolve them in my opinion. Okay, now we got the units that are alright. Now these units are nothing too crazy. Now once again, I don't really recommend specifically summoning for these units, but if you do get these units and you are like struggling in the game, you already have these units, you didn't intentionally go for them, but you ended up getting for them, it's alright. It's not that bad of a unit. You can still use them, you can still clear quite a lot of content, and you can evolve one of them if you're struggling and you need to grind a game, or just evolve one. But I don't recommend evolving a bunch of them, is what I'm trying to say. And I genuinely don't recommend summoning for them. But yeah. No new units in here, by the way, but some units demoted into here because a lot of units have been added. Now we have the good tier. Now, a lot of people are going to get a bit rowdy for this one. Now, from what I've been hearing, what I've been seeing, the new Secret Guts is actually not all that. Now, he is a good unit, but his AoE range is it's pretty good. But his damage and stuff like that is nothing too insane, and he's mostly just a crit unit. And the units above this tier, other than supports, are going to be better than him. Now, I'm not 100% sure about Guts. So in the pinned comments, I will probably leave a updated opinion on him if my opinion does change, and it probably will. So calm down if it's very, very wrong, because this is what I'm thinking right now. But the chance of it changing is decently high. So this might be incorrect and I might change my opinion, whatnot. So check the pinned comment of this YouTube video for Guts. But the rest of them, my opinion doesn't change. A lot of people think Hikari is good, is amazing, is a boss killer, is a secret. But it's actually not all that, especially compared to the units that are in the meta tier. So it's not all that. And it's because a lot of units have been added to the game and it's really just fell out of meta. And most Liverpool players will know and agree with this. But yeah, a lot of, like, Hikari's just been falling out of meta. He's mostly, I know he's a boss killer, whatnot. You can use him to kill bosses and whatnot. Maybe even with the new spirit stuff, you can make him work. But at the end of the day, he's nothing too insane. And the rest of the units are quite self-explanatory. They haven't really changed. And if I had to recommend you to summon for a couple of units, I'd probably say to summon for maybe Flame Dragon King, like not to, because he's just an easy mythical to get, and he's quite a broken mythical to get. I wouldn't really recommend grinding for Bear King. It's going to take you too long. Fire Demon Ninja, I mean, you can, but Flame Dragon is just a better version of him, so why would you not just summon for Flame Dragon King? But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend you summon for any of the rest of the units. Now I'm going to quickly brush past Port tier. Do not summon for any of these units. I mean, because other than Bloomer. Now Bulma, if you just started the game, get Bulma, but there's actually 2 new farms that are better than her, so you won't be using her forever. But I do recommend you get Bulma if you are new to the game. Katakuri is easily falling out of meta because they added a new slow unit almost every single update, so it's quite unfortunate. And the other units in this support tier that are meta are also slow units, so yeah, they pretty much fell out of meta. They're not all that. Now, one new unit has been added to meta support, and that unit is going to be the new Demon Lord unit. Now, the new Demon Lord unit buffs, I'm pretty sure he buffs bleed or burn, maybe even both, but he buffs, I'm pretty sure it's bleed by a ridiculous amount. I'm not completely sure if he buffs burn, but either way, I can guarantee you he is a meta support, and definitely one of the must-have units, especially if trying to become really good at this game. And if I'm being completely honest, he's not even a hard unit to obtain in the first place. So he's a must-have unit. He's not really hard to obtain, so there's no really reason not to get him. Maybe not get him first. If you're new to the game, do not prioritize him. If I had to give you an order if you're new to the game, make sure you get every single unit in meta support, but there is a specific order in my opinion that should go for each unit. So you just start the game, Pink Rockstar, that's the first one, easiest one to get and one of the best farms in the game. Then probably get either Pink Demon Witch or maybe even Ice Dragon Queen, because Ice Dragon Queen will be good for you early on. I mean, it should be quite effective. Then get Legion Veteran and Legion Assassin off a booth. You can buy it for like a ridiculously cheap price, like 5k gems or something low like that, for both Legion Veteran and Legion Assassin. Then you can get the Demon Lord by grinding. It won't be too hard to grind for, and you can also just get Cursed Sorcerer along the way. Now the reason why Cursed Sorcerer is at the bottom is I'm not completely sure. I mean, he will be at the bottom either way, but I'm not completely sure whether his debuff enemy stacks with Igris. Now what I mean by debuff enemy, for any new player that doesn't understand, if you're not a new player and you know exactly what I'm talking about, you can just skip this part of this yap session. But pretty much, he will debuff the enemy to make it so the enemies take more damage, and that obviously can be really, really effective. But there is a secret that is a lot of damage and is better than him, and I think they've made so debuffs don't stack, but I'm not completely sure. If they do, then you can run both of them. If not, the legendary one is the easier version to get, so I'll still keep it at meta, but all the way at the end. But yeah, obviously if you're trying to become a pro of the game, trying to become really good, get all the meta support units. But if you want to know the order to get them in, I just stated it. So yeah, now let's get straight into the last part of the video right now. Okay, so this is probably going to be like a little, I don't know how controversial this is going to get. Okay, we're going to talk about, if you're trying to become a pro of this game, you need to be getting pretty much every single unit in this list, other than maybe, I mean, you don't really have to get Legion Commander and Sung Jin Woo, like you do, but you don't at the same time, because you can't really fit all those units on a team anyways. But if you still have them, I mean, they're still meta, don't get me wrong. Now Sung Jin Woo and Legion Commander, they're quite close, so if one of you argue that Sung Jin Woo should be in front of Legion Commander, I won't really disagree too much, and I won't really argue about it. I won't really argue anyways, but what I'm trying to say is, you're not completely wrong there. They're pretty much very, like, you can swap them around. You can say one is better than the other and it won't really be a big deal. But the same goes for Gojo and Shadow Dragon. They're both equally as valuable as each other, but maybe Shadow Dragon might be more valuable because not only does he do high demand damage, maybe not as much as Gojo, he's also doing all those buffs. So that's why I say Shadow Dragon is a bit higher, but they're pretty much almost on equal terms in my opinion. But Shadow Dragon is a little bit better. But first, we want to talk about the new unit, the best, in my opinion, probably one of the best units in the game. Maybe you could put it behind Shadow Dragon. I don't know. That's a big maybe. But the new best unit in the game, you might not be able to tell who he is because the unit looks a little bit like, I put a proper dookie screenshot in my opinion. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm in a rush. But Dragon Wizard, probably the best unit in the game right now. Why? Full AoE, insane range. Full AoE burn. Now, Nox used to be insane in Mythic. So they said, why don't we make a secret that is loads of burn? Boom. That is Dragon Wizard. There's loads of burn damage now. Burn damage in this game is insane. Now, if Demon Lord buffs burn, which I'm not really that sure of. I know he does bleed, but I'm not sure about burn. If he does burn, then he will actually buff the best unit in the game, which would be even more insane. So, full AoE, massive range, burn, loads of damage. Pretty much, that is what the unit is, and that's why he's probably the best unit in the game. Now, some of you may argue, well, Shadow Dragon is more valuable because he's doing damage and buffs, and you know what? Fair play. You might be correct. I don't know. Because I don't even have the Dragon Wizard guy. I'm glazing him, but I don't even have him. But I know from what people who do have him and what people have been saying, he is very broken. And what I've seen on YouTube from the showcases. But yeah. So I can say that he might be worse Shadow Dragon, maybe. But definitely not Gojo. Gojo, definitely a must have. Shadow Dragon, definitely a must have. I mean, Shadow Dragon's value is decreasing so much. You can probably just buy him for gems. I mean, I literally got him for free because I literally got 4 of him. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. A shout out to... Oh my days. No. I know your name, bro. I know your name. Rudy or Sudi or something like that. He gave me a free Shadow Dragon because you can easily get Shadow Dragons now. His price is going ridiculously low. Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know how long it's going to stay like that. I don't know if it's going to even decrease more or get stable, or I don't know, maybe even increase. Inflation in this game, market is cooked. So, but yeah, get Shadow Dragon, get Dragon Wizard, get all of the units in this tier, and pretty much get them the order that you can see. Now, some are easier to get than others, so it's up to you what order you get them in. But the ones I would avoid, I mean not avoid, but you can get them really at the end, it's not too serious, is Legion Commander and Sung Jin Woo. But the ones you need to have is Dragon Wizard, which dropped this update. Quite kind of a difficult unit to get. Definitely get Shadow Dragon, definitely get Gojo, definitely get Igris. Those top 4 you need to get. Obviously you get Demon King too, but those top 4, oh really those top 4, like you need them. They all do different things, they all need. I mean, okay, let's say like this. Dragon Wizard does burn. Shadow Dragon gives you 3 different buffs. Gojo, full AoE, slow. Igris makes the enemies take more damage. So they all do some sort of buff, debuff, or some sort of thing that you need, and all 4 of those units are doing a ridiculous amount of damage, and they're actually all full AoE. So they're all broken pretty much, and they're all, I would say, the easiest to obtain. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. If you've got any opinions, let me know in the comments. I know I'm not perfectly right, don't get me wrong. I mean, look, I'm open to opinions, obviously. And if there's any good valid ones, I'll obviously, in the pinned comment, I will probably make some changes, because the update it hasn't just dropped, but I probably will make some changes. So check the pinned comment for any changes. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.